Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and brand new 2018 Work and Play Value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a brand new 2018 Work and Play. This is the Model 25WAB. It's the FRP series, which is the heavier fiberglass reinforced plywood. Folks, this is pretty much the Sherman tank of the RV industry. In 49 years of doing business, we're primarily a used RV dealer. In 49 years of business, this is the only brand that we've ever carried new, and that's a reason for that, folks, because there's nothing else like them on the market. These units are the only toy hauler with a one-piece metal roof. It's the only toy hauler made with a 16-layer fiberglass reinforced plywood sidewall that is incredibly strong. Now, they are a little bit heavier than your average toy hauler. But here's the thing, folks. You can buy this 2018 model, keep it up, you can and use it and keep it maintained and serviced, and then you can buy a 2018 model in the cheaper brands that may save you $3,000 or $4,000, but you're getting a lot less toy hauler. 20 years from now, this thing's going to look just about as good as it does now. 20 years from now, that other camper would be in the junkyard. It'd be falling to pieces. And let me show you some of the features that makes Work and Play unique than any other toy hauler on the market. First thing, of course, one-piece metal roof. Not fiberglass, not rubber, metal. Very, very little maintenance, folks. It's all seamless aluminum. The exterior of this thing, the sidewalls, other brands, they use a 2-inch thick piece of styrofoam with a piece of fiberglass and a piece of wood backer board on both sides. That's it. Folks, this thing isn't made of styrofoam. Here's a cutout. Not this particular one, but just a cutout Work and Play. This is what the sidewalls look like. There's no styrofoam in there, folks. This is something that is going to last you for decades. I want you to go look at toy haulers. And even if you don't buy Work and Play from here, which you'd be crazy not to when you see our prices, I want you to go look at new toy haulers. Punch the wall. Punch the wall. Other brands, they give when you punch the wall. This one right here, this is pretty much the equivalent of punching a brick wall, and that's because of that 16-layer reinforced fiberglass reinforced plywood. Nobody else builds them like that, folks. Nobody else puts a one-piece metal roof on top. Nobody else uses hundreds and hundreds of million-mile bolts. And for those of you who are in the trucking industry, you know exactly what they are. Here's a sample of one right here. Hundreds of these are used in the construction. This is a stout bolt, and they're used just the same thing they use on semi-trailers, and they call them million-mile bolts because that's exactly what they're designed to do, to last on a trailer for 1,000,000 miles. And you can see it has extensive use of them throughout the entire camper. Work and Play is the only brand that uses 8-gauge steel wheel wells. What that means is, you go to Work and Play, that's steel in that wheel well, plus 8-gauge steel fender skirts. Other brands use plastic or a thin sheet of aluminum. So if you ever have a blowout in this thing years from now, you're not going to have to worry about damage to your camper like you will with the cheaper brands. This unit's got an 18-foot power awning with the LED lights. It's got outside speakers, got a Fury and Bluetooth stereo, CD, DVD, of course, 8-gauge steel trim. Again, look at all those million-mile bolts used in the construction of this camper. 5,000-pound rolling weight cargo ramp door. You can load a car in here if you can fit it in there. Now, folks, this is not a lightweight camper. This is about 7,400 pounds. Dry weight, just like it sits right now. But, like the old saying goes, the heavier it is, the better it's built. You've got heavy-duty 5,000-pound stabilizer jacks. Here in the front, you've got these covered compartment areas. This thing is, you can put a generator in it if you want to add it. It goes into here, so it's completely covered up. Battery on one side, propane tanks on the other. Notice the LED lights. It's got LED marker lights as well and tail lights. Cargo carrying capacity of 3,700 pounds, and that's with a full tank of propane and a full tank of water. You know, this has got 110 gallon potable freshwater capacity. The reason why it says it has such a larger water carrying capacity than other brands is because of the frame. See, most other brands, you put a 110 gallon water tank in there, it's going to cut down on the cargo carrying capacity load. It's going to cut down immensely on what it can carry. But because of the way Work and Play builds their frames, they have the extra muscle to handle that 110 gallons of fresh water. So if you want a boondock camp or primitive camp, you've got the ability to do it longer with that extra large tank. One thing you're going to notice about the way Work and Play builds their frames, they're the only brand that does this for travel trailers. Other travel trailers use steel trusses in the ceiling and the floor every 36 inches. That's standard, up to code. That's standard for all travel trailers. Work and Play puts them every 16 inches, just like a motorhome, not a trailer, but a motorhome does. That's why it's the only brand with a 25-year factory warranty on the floor. It's got steel trusses every 16 inches on the floor and the ceiling. So, folks, you can roll this thing over. It's of course, it would hurt it, but it's got a better chance of surviving it with that 16-inch trusses every 16 inches. Folks, these things are immensely strong. I mean, these things are not your average everyday lightweight toy hauler. They're not lightweight. They're very well insulated for year-round use. And like I said, this is you take care of it, this is the last toy hauler you'll ever have to buy. 3,500 pound jack on the front, power tongue jack. Other brands use a 1,500 or 2,000 pound. They use a 3,500 pound. Up underneath right here on the frame is a battery disconnect, so it's easy to store it. You just flip that switch and it cuts all the 12-volt batteries off. Like I said, you got a power awning that's 18 foot long, goes out 8 feet. Beautiful RV, folks, beautiful camper. Nothing on the road like a Work and Play. Got the newer style stripes. These are Dexter heavy duty axles. They never adjust. The never adjust axle, the Easy Flex, they actually got suspension on them, so when you hit a bump, it's not going to beat you to death in your truck. And these Easy Flex and never adjust axles are exclusively for Work and Play. Let's look inside here, and folks, I got the air on. It's nice and cool in here. As we step in, folks, now I've got pictures of the ad of everything folded up, so you want to see it in maximum cargo carrying mode. Right now I've got it in living mode. In other words, this is if you were staying in it, you needed maximum sleeping, this is the configuration you would use. But I've got pictures of both on my ad, so if you want to refer to the pictures, you'll see what it looks like with everything folded up. Folks, the first thing you're going to notice when you step inside a Work and Play, especially if you've been looking at those cheaper brands, is the ceiling height. This is standard 7.5 foot tall. Other brands are 6.5 foot tall because it costs less to build them with a shorter ceiling and it cuts down on the weight. Here in the back, I ordered it with the optional queen electric bed. This is all electric, got a very nice comfortable mattress, got a ladder going up to it, and it also has the optional twin sofas that make 2 separate beds. This is an 8 sleeper toy hauler. That table's removable, so you can put it up. You can raise this whole thing up against the ceiling if you don't need the sofas, but some of the time you can actually unbolt them from the thing and give you extra height clearance. I'm 6'4", I can walk underneath this bed with the sofas and everything folded up, so you've got plenty of height clearance. I ordered it with the extra Euro chair. You won't believe how comfortable these chairs are, folks. And you can move them anywhere. They're not strapped down or anything like that. I ordered it with a solar prep package, which is the first for us. Because I know a lot of people, they want to do the solar thing and be off the grid. It's got the plug already built in. The only thing you need are the solar panels. And I can order those directly from Work and Play. And I'll sell them to you for $370, folks. You know, that's $5. If you paid dealer price or retail price for those solar panels, they're $5.50. If you buy a work and play from us, I'm not going to sell them to the general public for that cheap, but I'll order them at dealer cost, which is $370, and have them here in a few days. And all you got to do is set them up, plug them up, and you got incoming solar power. You've got a side kitchen. You've got a high point microwave convection oven, so you can bake in this as well as nuke. Stove top. Got the glass top. It looks really great. Here in the back, and I'll go ahead and go over the floor plan with you. From this wall right here to the back door is 13 feet and 8 inches. From here, from the edge of this counter to the back wall is 6 foot. The inside weight, the inside width, because this is a 102 overall width camper, not 96 like the cheaper brands, but 102, which is a wide body. You get a full 8 foot interior width. And of course this sticks out about 24 inches. So you're going to have about 6 foot between here and there. 3,812 pounds, or excuse me, 3,700 and change. I forgot this has got options in it that aren't standard. That's going to take away from the cargo carrying capacity. That's a lot of stuff you can put in here, folks. A lot more than most campers, and that's thanks to those steel trusses every 16 inches. Let me show you the ceiling, folks. This is how you can tell where the trusses are at. Underneath this batten strip, there's screws. Here's a screw, that's a steel truss. 16 inches, here's another screw behind that batten strip, screw there, screw underneath that batten strip, all the way front to back. And you've got a 25, and the floor is the same way. You've got a 25-year warranty on the floor. Folks, there's nothing else like a work and play. Standard 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, where other brands are 6 cubic foot. This is a 8 cubic foot, so more food storage. You've got the larger tank. This is actually an old poster. They're the number one best-selling Toyhauler travel trailer 7 years in a row now. It includes a 1-year warranty, and you can extend it for just a few $100s to 2 years. So you'd be crazy not to do that. As we step toward the back, first of all, you've got a Dometic 15,000 BTU ducted roof air unit, not 13,500 like on other brands. You've got a front bedroom. This is a real 60 by 80 foot or 60 by 80 inch queen bed, not the short camper queen, but this is something you'd put regular queen size sheets in. Same queen size mattress would be in your own home, and it's a very comfortable mattress. Don't let other work and play dealers charge you for this bedspread, folks. That's a scam I've learned about a while ago. Work and play dealers are taking not us, but other work and play dealers are taking the bedspread out and charging people $400 for it if they want the matching bedspread. It's included with all FRP models, not the LE, but the FRP like this one is included. The bedspread's included, and there should actually be. You can pick this up. And there's your bedspread for your back bed, and of course that's your jack handle. More storage in there. You can see how thick the wood frame is on that bed. These things are built to last, folks. Even the shocks I can barely push down on with one hand. I got to use 2 hands to push it down. You got plenty of closet space, plenty of lighting. The LED lights in here, folks, those use less battery power. They don't throw out any heat, and you don't have to change bulbs out as often. I'm 6'4". I can walk through these doorways with no problem. You don't have just a flimsy curtain here. You've actually got a solid sliding privacy door to separate the bedroom from the rest of the RV. Plenty of light switches by the wall. That's your awning switch. You can open and close it without even having to step outside the camper. You got a side bathroom. First thing you're going to notice is a porcelain RV toilet, a real China one, not a cheap plastic one like the competitors use. You've got a fantastic vent fan, not the cheap one like the competitors use. Another thing that you're going to notice, folks, is there's no skylight in here. You don't need one because this is a 7.5 foot ceiling. So I'm 6'4", and I can stand up here with a good foot above my head. And no need to have a skylight, because those skylights get hot when you have to stick your head up there in them. And they get brittle, they break when they get a few years old, because the plastic gets brittle because it's exposed to the sunlight all the time. And that's why if you can get one like this without it, you're a whole lot better off. Another thing Work and Play does different than any other brand out there is the shower pans. Other brands, they use a marine grade expanding foam underneath their shower pans. It's cheaper and it's quicker, so they can build an RV, the more money the RV manufacturers save. And the only bad thing about that foam is when it gets a few years old, if it ever gets water in the air or just breaks down from plenty of use, that foam's going to compact. And one day you're going to step through the bottom of that shower pan because there's no support. Let my camera focus here. Let me tell you something, folks. Work and Play is the only brand that uses a metal pan underneath the shower. So you can jump. I'm 280 pounds. I can jump up and down in this thing all day long if I wanted to. I'm not going to hurt that shower pan at all. And that's going to be like that from now on. So a lot of advantages to a Work and Play, folks. Tons and tons and tons of advantages to a Work and Play. Now, folks, you know, like I said earlier, we've been selling used RVs for 49 years. We've been selling Work and Plays for 2 years. In less than 2 years, we have become the #1 selling Work and Play dealer in our 5-state area. And we have become, in less than 2 years, the top 5 Work and Play dealers nationwide. And keep in mind, folks, best-selling Toyhauler travel trailer in America, 7 years in a row. And I'm going to show you why we're the best place to buy a brand new Work and Play, because we're going to save you money. This is the build sheet. It's got the MSRP price, and I get in trouble with Work and Play for this all the time, folks, but you know, I didn't get to where I'm going by listening to everybody and doing what they say. I got to where I'm going by doing what's right. And Work and Play wants us to advertise these things for the MSRP, and that's as equipped $39,199, 5,400, almost 5,500 options. Base price without the options is $33,712. The options include, like I said earlier, includes a Euro chair, the bed, the max air vent, the solar prep plug, the queen bed with the sofas, and of course the fee to get it from the factory to here, which is several hundred miles. Now, going by what they want us to advertise within $2,000 of the suggested retail price, which would be $37,199. I'm going to show you something that gets me in trouble, and I'll probably get a phone call for it. But you know what, folks? I don't care. This unit, haggle-free, low dollar, don't matter if you're paying with cash, don't matter if you're trading, don't matter if you're financing, doesn't matter if you're paying with gold, silver, doesn't matter if you're paying with Mexican fireworks, beer and liquor, it doesn't matter how you're paying. The absolute low price to the dollar is $29,799. So what would you rather pay? $39,199 plus fees, or $29,799 out the door? Folks, I'm not like other Work and Play dealers. I don't charge thousands of dollars in dock fees and prep fees and processing fees and get ready fees and warranty fees. I don't charge you to do the paperwork. I don't charge you for the tag and title work and for the temporary tag. All those fees they try to charge you are 100% dealer profit, 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or a new camper. And the only thing we have to charge you is sales tax, and that's only if you're a Georgia resident, since we are the oldest licensed, bonded, and insured dealer, RV dealer in the state of Georgia. We have to collect Georgia sales tax. All out-of-state residents will pay your state sales tax rate when you tag and title this camper at your local DMV office in your home state. $29,799. Folks, you're going to spend about that for a cheap no-name brand that's going to fall apart in 5 years. But for less than $30,000, you get this loaded out Work and Play 25 WAB. And now, folks, these things are in extreme demand. I keep 12 brand new Work and Plays on order at all times, and I usually sell those Work and Plays before they're ever built. So folks, if this is kind of what you're looking for but kind of not, Work and Play has a variety of floor plans with options that you can pick and choose from. So if you don't like the color, if you don't want the beds in the back, if you want a generator, whatever you want, folks, contact my non-commissioned sales team, and they will actually send you over an order form, and it's no obligation, but they will get you a price on your Work and Play, the one you want, the colors you want, the options you want. That way you're not paying for something you're not going to use. And we're not like other dealers, folks. You know, other dealers mark their units up 10 to 15% more when they have to special order it than a stock unit to try to entice you to buy one they have in stock. Well, folks, whether it's in stock or special order, it's the same low price. You know, if you take away options from this one, if you order one like this and Work and Play doesn't have a price increase, and you take away the options like the bed and the table and all that stuff, your price will be lower than this one. Or if you add options to it, of course, the price will be higher. The MSRP price will go up as well as our price, because obviously the cost is more for us. But we're going to sell you a Work and Play, folks. If you buy anywhere else, you're crazy. We've got the guaranteed lowest prices on brand new Work and Plays on the internet, with the same equipment and options, of course. Don't believe me? Call your local Work and Play dealer. Spec out a unit, have them price it to you. Then call us. Don't even tell us what they priced it to you for. Tell us the same information, the same specs. Let us spec it out and build it for you. And just look how many thousands less our price will be. That's why, I mean, folks, I've got a deal working right now. I've got a couple coming from Los Angeles to bring theirs in to buy a new Work and Play from us. Because our prices are so much lower than any other dealer in the country, people travel thousands of miles to buy from us, because even after travel expenses, we're saving them thousands of dollars. Plus, we don't charge you any extra fees. Plus, folks, we have financing available with 0 interest rate markup. Other RV dealers, folks, mark interest rates up 2 or 3% to make extra profit on the deal, which in turn costs you thousands of dollars in more, or thousands of dollars in higher RV payments over the life of an RV loan, simply because they marked the rate up. We only finance you at the bank's buy rate. We don't mark it up one bit. That's why when other dealers tell you 7 and 8% interest, we can get you done at 4 and 5%, 6% interest. Depends on your credit, of course. And of course, down payment is required, all with approved credit, and you can apply right from our website. Even if we don't have the Work and Play in stock like you're looking for, folks, we can order it, get your financing worked out, and have everything worked out for while it's being built. And folks, I'm going to tell you, Work and Play cannot build these campers fast enough. These things sell as soon as I post them online, because there's a national shortage of these things. These things have become so popular because of the unique and heavy-duty way that they're built, that people are buying these things over the other brands. That's why they're the best-selling travel trailer toy hauler in America for 7 years. And even if you don't buy from us, folks, still look at a new Work and Play in person. When you look at those Jaycos, those Coachmans, those Cherokees, all these other cheaper brands of toy haulers, and and Heartlands and all that stuff, folks. And when you look at one of them in person, do what I do. Punch the wall. Look how tall the ceiling is inside. Look at the roof material. Is it a one-piece metal or is it rubber? Look at all that, folks. And then go look at a new Work and Play. You will be amazed at the difference in the quality between Work and Play and every other brand out there. Even brands that cost more money, folks, this is a better built unit. This is something that's going to last you a long time. And we sell these things, folks, like crazy. So whether you special order one or you buy one in stock, we're going to save you thousands of dollars. No extra fees, low interest rate financing with approved credit. And you can buy with confidence. We're a 49-year-old family-owned and operated RV dealer, one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independent dealers in the country today, still in business. We sell almost 600 units a year, We have over 170 units in stock, mostly used, but we do have a few of these working plays. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier, folks. I keep 12 of these things on order at all times. Most of the time, before they're even built, somebody's already bought them. And I have to reorder them, and it just starts the process all over again. But every once in a while, I'll get one of these that was able to get built and get shipped to us before somebody else bought them, just like this 25 WAB. And I'm going to try to have some more soon. It just depends on how the supply and demand goes. And it's not just us that's having this problem, it's every dealer that's having this problem. So I've got a few working plays in stock, but when they go, I don't know when I'll be able to replace them. So give us a call, or you can special order one. That way you can get what you want, exactly what you want, and pay for what you want instead of paying for stuff that you don't. Give us a call, 706-965-7929 or 423-605-6747 is our after-hours sales number. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I've got my own Big Bow Facebook page. If you want to search it and send me a friend request. And much more. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, give us a call. Drop us an email, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. If you have any questions about working plays, my guys are factory trained, and they will help you out and answer any question you have. And if you want to come look at this one in person, give us 24 hours notice. We'll hook it up into power, turn the air on so it's nice and cool, and you can go through it yourself and see how well made these things are compared to other brands out there on the market. Thank you for watching. We can help you arrange nationwide delivery too, folks. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.